Hello and welcome to another SAP Workflow Expert video. Today we're going to show you how to use modeled deadlines to do more than simply send a message to an end user. Stay tuned. Today we'll show you how to make use of modeled deadlines. This functionality allows your workflow application to be more responsive to the actions or inactions of an end user. In this case, we'll send an email to a user named Manager with a nice little message. This is the second type of deadline reaction. For an overview of simple deadlines, please review our first video on this topic. A link to that video will be available at the end. That video will also cover the deadline trigger points covered in this configuration. We start by going to the Workflow Builder to load our Hello Workflow template. We can get to the builder by either browsing through the menu path, using a already saved favorite, or by typing swdd into the command line. Next, we double-click the step on which we wish to set the deadline. In this case, we already have a deadline from our previous video, firing at 1 minute after work item creation. We're going to add a second deadline. This time we'll use the latest end. And we'll set it 5 minutes after work item creation. The difference we're going to have today is in the action drop-down, we'll choose Modeled. The system requires a name for the outcome. We'll call it simply Deadline Reached. And we'll tick the green check box and activate the template. You can see in our workflow template now, we've got 3 possible outcomes to our decision step: rejected, approved, and a deadline reached. 1 minute after the user receives the step, they will get an email. And at 5 minutes after the user receives the step, the workflow will come down this path and do whatever we tell it to do. We're going to click on the line on the deadline reached outcome until we see our square show up. We're going to enter a send mail step by clicking and dragging it over. In this case, we're going to make it very simple. We'll send a mail to a user named Manager. We'll send it express. We'll provide a subject. And we'll provide a body. We'll tick the green check mark to put the step into the workflow buffer. Green check mark. So now we can see the template. And on our deadline reached outcome, we now have the email being sent. To test this, we go to the wrench icon again and hit execute. And we cancel and keep the work item in the inbox, because if we execute the work item, then there's no deadline. Now we have to wait 5 minutes. And with the use of a little Camtasia magic, we've passed 5 minutes, and we can now check our workflow log. We'll go to the graphic version, and you can see here that the work item is in reserved status by the half blue, half white icon. The approved and rejected outcomes have not been activated because they're not in green, but the one that is green is the deadline reached, and the mail has been sent. So you can see that the second deadline did fire, and the manager got the message. I'll show you more about how to manage the step and workflow status in our next video, where we deal with looping or iterative deadlines. Today, we've used the latest end deadline to implement a modeled deadline to send an email to a manager. I hope this helped you. Thank you for watching. Please feel free to subscribe to catch the next video on looping deadlines, and hit the thumbs up if this video helped you solve a problem in your system.